and welcome to a new video. I want to tell you guys today about my favourite side hustles. I'm a self-confessed side hustle hoarder. I've tried loads of different things and not all of them were successful. So I have put together a list of my most successful ones. The first three are crafting specific, sort of, and the last one is a bit more general. These aren't passive income streams. I find that passive income is a bit like perpetual motion in that in its pure form there really isn't anything that is passive. It's great in theory, but you still have to put in some amount of time, effort or money, even if it is minimal. You know, there is always something you have to put in. I think the closest one I have found is to plant a seed and, you know, let it grow into an apple tree, but you still have to water it and take care of it, and then you have to wait 10 years for it to be a good apple tree. So, number one, craft flipping. If you watched my tips and tricks video of how to buy things on eBay, I showed you how to find good value job lots of craft things, and for me it is ribbons and lace trims. So what you can do is you can buy a job lot of this thing and then keep the stuff you want and then resell the stuff you don't want. If you're familiar with eBay and you've got a personal account, you can just do this, you know, as and when. You can also then upgrade to a business account and do it more as a business, but there are a few more fees involved, and obviously you have to put in the time to list it, take photographs and write descriptions. But once those things are written, you can kind of copy and paste and just change what the item is, and you can make things quite efficient, and it's a nice little earner once you get going. It does take a while if you do it as a business shop because you have fees going out every month, so you don't always make enough to have a decent profit. But I earn probably about £20 to £30 a month from what I sell. Number two, classes. During this time of plague, it's become apparent that social interaction is really, really important, and we have had to find ways to, you know, be social without seeing people in the physical world. And so things like Zoom and Discord have become really, really popular, and a lot of crafters have moved their classes online. I know Claire from Beautiful Things has moved a lot of her classes online, and you know, you can still get that social aspect. So if there is a product that you make, or even just a thing you make that, you know, all your friends rave about and they love, and they say, oh, I'll buy one I want for Christmas, one for Christmas, you can make it into a class. It doesn't have to be, you know, a really in-depth class. You don't have to have lots of fancy equipment like cameras and stuff. You need a webcam basically, and a laptop or a desktop that you can get Zoom or another meeting hosting program on, and you know, you gather people who want to pay for your class, charge them a little bit of money. If they want a kit, you know, if they don't have the tools, you could send out a kit, and then you can teach them how to make the thing. And then if that is successful, you can make more products. It doesn't have to be even an original product. If you know, made something that you saw on Pinterest and then put your own spin on it, that would work. And I think those kind of things kind of lend themselves really well to Facebook and Instagram, to get it out there. You know, you don't have to have a shop like Etsy or eBay or anything like that. You can just market it on Facebook or Instagram, or through some crafty friends that you know, and get some people to sign up. I myself haven't done any classes, but it is something I am thinking about and would like to do in future. Number three, sell on Etsy. So if you don't feel comfortable, you know, doing a class, you could take that thing that you have made that everyone loves, and you can put it into your kit, and you could write an instructional, include that in the kit, and then send it off. You could also make a pattern. It doesn't have to be of a garment, it can be of a soft toy or something like that. If you don't know how to make your own patterns, you can go onto websites like Fiverr and find a pattern maker, send the instructions and things like that. If you do want to have a go yourself, for me personally, I like to draw everything on paper, scan it into the computer and then use Inkscape to just draw over it. I've already put all my marks and information and everything on my paper pattern, so I literally just have to copy that in Inkscape, and that's the way I do it and the way that I find easiest. You can use sites like Etsy and eBay. Obviously just have a look at their fees, their listing fees and things like that. Etsy itself can be sometimes hit or miss, especially in saturated markets, and it is kind of a handmade crafty place. So you can always try on Facebook and Instagram first, drum up a bit of interest, and if you get people liking it, then you can do it through Facebook and Instagram now. Number 4, usability sites. So whilst it's not sewing specific, this one, I know that a lot of crafters will usually have their laptop or their computer on whilst they're sewing or working or knitting or whatever, you know, to listen to music or endless replays of Friends, which I'm doing at the moment. So these sites are, you know, sites that will pay you for doing something. So the 2 sites I use mainly are user testing, which is where you answer some questions on website prototypes, you know, how it looks, how you navigate through these things. You don't need any website knowledge. It's you as a consumer and a user. If you keep that tab open, you'll get about 30 maybe screeners. Obviously you won't get every test. They need to know specific things about you. But if you do get a test, generally it's like 1 a day and then you get $10 for that test. So if you're diligent about it, you can end up with a couple of $100 at the end of the month, which is a really nice side earner. And it's quite easy to do. All you need is a webcam and a good mic. That's the one thing I suggest, is invest in a good mic if you're just using your laptop camera. So I have a headset with a specific, you know, with a separate mic on it. And then the other site I use is Prolific. It's a website where you take part in tasks that are run by universities all over the world. Each test takes about 5 minutes and you'll earn an average of 50p to £1, but obviously if they're longer tests you earn a bit more. I did a 40-minute test once and I got £6, which was really nice, £6. I've had a mix of kind of short questionnaires, memory tasks and kind of spot the item tasks. As someone who has a degree in psychology, I really like taking part in psychological research and things like this. You know, I really like science and experiments and things like that, so I actually really enjoy doing this. The other good thing is that the bing of new tests kind of bring me out of, you know, when I'm deep in sewing I forget to drink, so that bing kind of brings me out and reminds me to go and grab a drink, which I'm really bad at. As I said, these things won't make you rich, they are just side hustles. If you have a bit of time to spare, you know, if it's something you want to try, then you can. There's lots of ways to do it for free. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to spend a large monetary upfront cost for these. So you can always just have a go. And if you like it, then, you know, carry on. So I hope you enjoyed my favourite side hustles. Everything I've mentioned will be in the down bar below whilst you're down there. If you want to like, comment and subscribe, that would be really, really helpful. If you want to support me further, why not consider donating to my coffee? Remember to be kind to yourself and compassionate to others, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!